Hello and welcome! It is yet another episode of A Star to Steer Her By. Ooh. This is episode number 408.
Ooh.
Wow.
And after all those episodes, you know that I am Ames.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm Jake.
I've been telling you my name's Chris, but it actually isn't. Only my secret brother knows my name.
Well, it sounds like your chosen name is Chris, so we're gonna call you Chris.
Yeah, we respect chosen names on this show, actually.
I feel like Book's brother was dead naming him a lot.
Yeah, he was a twat for a lot of reasons, so we can just add that to the list.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Yeah, let's see what we're talking about, because we're talking about the Discovery episode, The Sanctuary. Not to be confused with the DS9 episode, Sanctuary, because I guess they've run out of words.
There's only so many words.
Yeah, but you can string them together in new and exciting ways.
But also, like, they do this all the time.
No, I know, it's weird.
So, there are like 20 plots in this one. I'm going to go mostly one at a time, so buckle up because this is going to be a long kind of summary thing. This is also the lowest rated episode of the season on IMDb, so
Really?
there's also that.
I didn't think it was bad. Damn.
Sure.
Go on, Ames, tell us about it.
All right.
I mean, there were like gender issues discussed, so
That, yeah.
probably.
Oh,
wonder
right,
if
I
that's
forgot.
it.
That was the worst.
That's definitely it.
I mean, also the
I hate
episode itself,
people.
well, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let me tell you what happened in this episode. So here's the mainest of the main plots. Book bamps in and says, "I have to go now. My planet needs me." And we learn that his home planet, Kwejian, is about to get attacked by Osyraa and the Emerald Chain, those dicks. And Burnham convinces Vance so easily that Discovery should just jump over there and quote-unquote observe, which you know means she's gonna pull some shit.
Vance has known her for half a season and already fucking knows to not bother, you know?
You're gonna do whatever
Yeah,
you
really,
want.
you're just gonna fucking do it anyways.
Willa's gone. We've lost Willa. Fuck that.
At least this way we know where you are.
Alright, so she and Book go down there and meet Book's brother Kwejian, who's a massive prick who, is totally under Osyraa's thumb and basically agrees to turn Book and Burnham over to her.
What a dick.
Fucking Kwejian.
Biatch.
Osyraa, meanwhile, is attacking the planet all over the place, and Burnham and Book they're racing to, like, this defensive system thinger that's been bombed to fucking hell, but they think they can fix it even though it's been destroyed? Question marks? When, oh no! Kwejian is suddenly there, and he and Book start wrestling in some mud, you know, like brothers do. Until Burnham intervenes, and she convinces the brothers to use their empath powers together to convince some sea locusts to stop destroying their food sources. And it works! The power of friendship wins again!
Yay!
And a deflector array.
Yay! Meanwhile, what's been happening back on Discovery, everyone is asking.
So much, bro. So much.
So much! I literally wrote, all caps, so much! Let's go through these. Saru has been sassing at Osyraa because she wants them to turn over Rin, that Endorian we saved from her nephew's slave labor camp, because he's the only one, evidently, who knows that the Emerald Chain's dirty, dirty secret is Michael's never been in love. No, wait, wrong secret.
Oh, season 1 callback.
Yes, I'm full of them. I mean, the chain is running out of dilithium. This could, be bad for them if it gets out. Who fucking knows? Meanwhile, we also get Osyraa looking more into the mysterious music that's been a repeated clue to something or other this season. Battlestar Galactica did it better. Now it's coming from a nebula that might have a distress signal coming from it, but that's a problem for another week. Osyraa also voices that they are non-binary and requests Stamets refer to them using they-them pronouns, finally putting to bed all the fan mutterings about why they cast a non-binary actor in the first place. In yet another side plot, Culber actually gets to do some medicine when he tries to diagnose whatever's going on with Georgiou, who frankly doesn't deserve it. Back in another ship, the original ship plot, one of the many ship plots, Tilly realizes that we can kill two side plots with one stone. Good work, Tilly. Doing good stuff this episode. If we use Book's ship to attack Osyraa's ship, the Viridian, and then claim Detmer went nuts and went rogue, which does sound like her. then it won't be the Federation's fault. We do forget to tell any of that to Osyraa about all these loopholes. So Osyraa still wants revenge against the Federation in particular, but oh well. It almost was a good plan. But the other benefit of this plan is it finally cures Detmer of her PTSD, because now people respect her as a pilot, which they absolutely didn't do before, not one tiny bit, and that's how PTSD works. End of story arc. And finally, in the most important side plot of all, Saru finally picks a captain catchphrase. Something I know we've all been wondering for weeks now. And now we know that he's settled on Leroy Jenkins. The end.
I would have a little bit of unironic respect for the show if they had done that. I have done much study, Ensign. And there was a battle cry on Earth before World War III. The origins lost to time.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have to do any study. He would just know, because
Wow.
this is Star Trek. He'd be like, I think I remember seeing in one of your logs.
Despite not having any of the context of the culture that you're talking about, he would know.
Fucking Leroy Jenkins.
No, his actual catchphrase is "carry on," which doesn't.
Don't think that sticks, so it's fine.
Do we don't hear it again, because frankly, when he said "execute" after giving a command, and everyone looked at him like he was insane, like he just gave you it's an order.
Execute was alright.
I didn't think
execute was bad.
Even if it's not his catchphrase, it's still an order, and it's not at all unusual for him to use that word. What a weird subplot. It felt like it belonged in the Orville.
Yeah, it was kind of funny in a not very funny episode.
It was not funny.
Well, I mean, it was trying to be funny.
It was trying to be,
That's what I mean. When I just mean that it was...
They thought it was hilarious.
Oh, they clearly did. I could have done without that.
To be fair, a lot of fans thought it was hilarious, too, from what I've read.
It's just weird that they, I don't know, making a captain's catchphrase a thing.
It's so stupid.
Before...
Yeah, it's kind of meta, but really stupid.
But also,
meta.
when you think about it, yeah, Pike always says hit it.
Yep.
But they didn't make a point of pointing out the fact that he said it all the time until this.
Has anybody ever said punch it?
Yeah, wasn't that movie Pike?
That might have been Kelvin.
Yeah,
that motherfucker.
Yeah. But when I think about old Trek, the only one where I think they have a thing is Picard and Engage.
Make it so.
Make it
and
so.
Make it so as well. But I feel like the others just would say whatever. No one else had a regular.
Didn't Kirk always say engage?
I think that's what I mean.
Because engage is just the command.
Yeah,
engage
exactly.
is literally the command.
Somebody
sorry, it's a
came up with this
catchphrase,
idea
guys.
Fuck this shit. Terrible shit. Fuck it. Just ignore it.
Well, it's funny too because I remember new Doctor Who did the same thing where it was
Geronimo.
No, not even that.
LLC?
No, not catchphrases, but David Tennant had sort of wild hair. It got bigger and bigger with each season, kind of like Pike's.
He's got a Pike peak. It's true.
And then 11 had pretty big hair. And at one point in an episode, someone refers to, that hair of an idiot must be a Time Lord. And it's before now, they didn't tend to have, exorbitant hair.
Have you forgotten John Pertwee and that beautiful afro?
Yeah, but that was just normal for the 70s.
Have you forgotten about Tom Baker and his wild curls?
That was just his hair.
Are we getting into catchphrases?
Yeah, what the fuck
I was going to say, it was how they made, goofy hair a thing when it hadn't been before.
Did they point it out all the time?
That's the thing. They did have an episode where someone explicitly pointed it out.
Okay, yes.
And it was
that's what they're doing here.
Yeah.
It's a lower
That's what I was comparing. It's you're pointing this new thing out like it's always been a thing, and it hasn't been. Stop it.
Yeah, this episode overall, though, I mean, it's not the worst, but it feels like a filler episode.
It feels like a patchwork quilt of stuff to move the progress
but
forward.
But it doesn't. That's the problem I have, is it doesn't really move the progress forward.
Listen, we know Giorgio has a medical problem, which we knew before.
We know
about the music stuff, which we knew about before.
We knew about the emerald necklace, which we knew before.
So yeah, what does this episode do?
It accomplishes nothing.
It shows us Book's homeworld, which is pretty.
Well, so I think that's it. I had a similar thought. It felt sort of fillery, except for the fact that we actually meet Osyraa finally.
Oh, and she sucks.
Yeah,
she's not a good actress.
Oh yeah, no, not great.
Yeah, but again, I don't think that could have happened at a different. That could have happened at a different. I just feel like the series, the seasons are fairly short on this show. I mean, they're longer than some of the other Trek shows these days, but they're still relatively short.
Yeah, this season is 13 episodes, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13. So we're already more than halfway
spending
through.
our time in this whatever was happening here just didn't really add much. To
I thought it was okay. I think they were kind of moving along a couple things, wrapping up a few other things. Again, sort of wrapping up the Detmer thing, where it's like she's finally realized, all she needed to do was activate the manual control column or whatever the fuck they called it in Insurrection.
Yeah, and that she's instantly cured.
What I love is like Frakes directed this one too.
Oh, did he? I missed that.
And it's like, of course, infamously, his manual control column was an easily identifiable piece of, like, commercially available PC hardware from the late 90s. And now I'm pretty sure for Detmer, they just gave her modern VR controllers, but added some LEDs.
Yeah, they look very much like...
like the Valve ones or HTC Vive ones.
They did on Book's ship, so how
Yes.
does she even know how to do that on Book's ship?
Seems to use a similar-ish interface to everything else.
I mean,
where they automatically
the whole
adapt.
thing, it's just whatever you do, it just does what you want.
But I know she's like automatically adapted the Discovery panel, but she hasn't done Books.
Same
Well, but it's just
underlying
it's,
tech.
Same tech. It figures out, oh, this is how you like it, so we're gonna do it this way.
Yeah. Plus, she's flying and is gunnerying a word,
Yeah.
gunning,
Sure.
shooting shit at the same. Like Rin is there to like point at the things to shoot at, and to be freaked out by a cat. He's otherwise not actively doing shit.
Yeah, well, he's mostly just there to be intelligence.
They should have got Owo.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about this. The whole point of Detmer going out in Book's ship and doing this Luke Skywalker bullshit was because they didn't want to start a war between the Federation and the Emerald Chain.
Which they fail at.
Which is like...
Which they do
how
anyway.
fucking stupid do Saru and the other crew think the Emerald Chain is?
Oh,
like how
stupid.
and by proxy, how fucking stupid do the writers think we are? Where it's like, we're gonna... The Emerald Chain is gonna be fooled. It's like, okay... The Federation ship just launched a smaller ship that's now firing at us. It's being piloted by a Federation pilot, but it's technically not a Federation ship, so I guess we can't declare war.
Detmer's gone rogue.
The thing is, like, again, I think the writers didn't think we would think they'd fall for it because they had her not fall for it. So it was just
it's just like why even make the suggestion? Like, why even say we're gonna do this thing?
Originally, I thought it was to make Tilly look competent, but the more that you think about it,
it makes Tilly look like a fucking moron. Because that's what a moron would say. A moron would say, let's launch the ship that technically isn't a Federation ship, and that'll get us out of this predicament.
I mean, that's the kind of weird loophole shit they try all the time. It just didn't work for once.
They don't try this all the time because it's stupid.
I mean, there's always weird loophole shit in Star Trek.
Oh, there's weird loopholes, but they're like well thought out loopholes.
Yeah,
they're loopholes that make sense.
There are loopholes that you found in a contract.
Here's a good example of a loophole avoiding war. Ensigns of Command, okay?
Which one's that again? Is that the...
They're trying to evacuate...
That's when Data shoots out water.
Yeah.
My grandfather!
That's the one.
They're trying to evacuate this colony before the fucking Slee Stacks or whatever they were. We're going to attack. And Picard whips out, he does his research. He finds this treaty, and he finds like, oh, well, we could technically... And like, he got him! Because they were so legally... Because that's what he knew about them, is that they're very letter of the law people, so he used that against them.
But what do we know about the Orions?
We don't know shit.
Especially since we don't have a 32nd century crew person.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Adira, but they're not going to tell you what the Orions' weak spot is.
They don't know.
You know what we know about the Orions is that they respect women in leadership positions. Bring back Captain Killy.
Captain Killy!
Bring back, that's my...
No, but that's still stupid. That's
still
just
stupid.
acknowledging the Enterprise episode Bound, which no one should ever do.
But they kind of did by just having Osyraa be a woman, I guess.
Yeah, but she's clearly in command because she...
did what she had to do.
Yeah, she's not... Pheromone.
Yeah, she hasn't...
True.
hypnotized anyone.
Well, the only person
she needs
on
transworms
the
to
only
do the
other the only other Orion she interacts with is her own nephew.
Tolor, who
Yeah.
she gets eaten by transformers.
Yeah, no, again, I think they have wisely chosen to pretend Bound never happened.
Good.
But yeah, no, I just thought it was funny to see them try a loophole and it didn't work. It's like good.
Yeah, I didn't think it was clever or cute. I thought it was insulting.
It is funny. It didn't bother me. It is funny though that for once actually Michael's not the one who fucked up. Like she did.
Killian and Saru fucked up.
Yeah, she went down like she was supposed to. The only reason she didn't leave was she wasn't ignoring orders. They couldn't reach her. She was trying to reach them, too. They were trying to reach her. She was actually, for once, doing exactly... It was Tilly who had a bad idea and Saru who followed through on it. Having said that...
But I have a feeling we're supposed to think it was a good idea. And that it just didn't
And here's the other thing, too, right? So, Saru is going to go back... I mean, I don't know this. I'm making a prediction. Saru's going to go back to Vance and say, well, it went okay, but it might have started a little warish thing.
I imagine he shows up so, and Vance goes...
What did Burnham do?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, no, she was fine.
But this time it was me.
So it's like...
Well, actually, I guess it was Tilly.
How many times is Vance... how many people can Vance demote?
Here's the thing, though. This is what I was about to say. Vance is kind of getting what he was clearly kind of excited to maybe sort of show off to the Emerald Chain a little, I think. They went to him and they were like, here's what's going on. And Saru was like he didn't take a lot of convincing. I think Vance is a little excited to maybe be like, yeah, we can maybe throw a little middle finger at her. And it has slightly blown up in his face.
So remind me, what was the deep dark secret that the Andorian guy had? That
the fact that the Emerald Chain is in the same position as literally everyone else.
Yeah, they're running out of dilithium.
Oh my god!
Which only he knows, and which is why he's the only one of their slaves who escaped that they care about. And it's such a convenience is not the right word. But I'll use convenience because I don't want to think of a word. That, he happens to be right here whilst they're just doing their general thuggery and bossing around the Kwejian people.
Yeah.
And it becomes now this is our most important thing, and we can use him as leverage.
Yeah, that was the one thing. It was if it was just that she wanted this revenge on this guy because she hates him, fine. It's weird, though, that it's the big secret is they're running out of dilithium, and I want Tilly to go... Everyone is.
Yeah, duh.
I mean, I suppose maybe in theory what it means is she's been claiming she has way more than she does, and people have believed it. Clearly there's been a lot of...
Well, yeah, if you have the dilithium, you have more power for sure, right?
Yeah. So, I don't know, I kind of wonder, there's a lot of... I was thinking about, you were talking about last week, Jake, the kind of the politics of all this, and it's left very up in the air, which I actually kind of as to whether or not a lot of the stuff... the impression wonder is that folks from not the Federation... have heard a lot about the Federation since the burn, and it's how much of it is, lies and PR from the Emerald Chain? How much of it was actually true? They talk about Federation help always has strings attached, and it's it kind of sounds like maybe that had started to become the case before the burn, so that part might be true.
Now. Before the burn? Do you mean from the fucking beginning when they were we'll protect your planet, but we want your mineral rights?
Well, they may have gotten a little less subtle about it over the centuries.
The Federation's always kind of been a bit of a protection racket, hasn't it?
Well, it's also been a
little quid pro quo.
You do... there does seem to be a certain amount of... in the not Borg sense, assimilation required.
Yeah, we've had this discussion with Rossi before. It was a good one.
Yeah. And Eddington brought it up even. And it was a fear of the Klingons back in the movie days.
Quark, there's a famous scene between Quark and Derek where they're talking about root beer.
Yeah.
That's a good scene.
So, if nothing else, I think for a lot of folks, that would be a string, a pretty big one, and it's and it gets to sort of again, even though it's ostensibly about a lot of things, Star Trek is Star Trek is an inherently American show, and there is always that
colonialist.
Yes, but also that tension between, like, we talk about, we're a melting pot, but, like, don't be your own culture too much or it makes us uncomfortable.
We will deport you.
Yeah, well, even, like, I mean, yeah, now we're in a special time of shit. But even when you think back to, like, even before they were so overt about it, you know, you're only allowed to be yourself so much before it makes the honkies uncomfortable. You need to reel it in a little.
You know, maybe this is the perfect time for a new Enterprise show. You know?
The thing is, no, they're gonna, because they will get it wrong.
Obviously.
They're going to, like, so I guess there was murmurings that there's going to be a Star Trek Archer, which we emphatically don't need.
Well, it's
nothing against Bakula.
No.
Where's our
fun.
goddamn Star Trek Janeway?
something
I want
against
Janeway
Bakula.
before I
Bakula's
want...
not great.
No, but
he's
it's not
not.
his fault.
He didn't
Well,
write the show.
He didn't write the show, but he's
I don't know.
He
You see
seems
how
like
he
a-
fell over that fucking thing
that
time?
railing.
I feel like that was all
Look,
Bakula.
he seems like a nice guy.
And a little bit
Oh yeah, he
Paris.
definitely seems like a sweet guy. But
Baby's
yeah,
got Bakula.
I don't think he's got the strength. I don't think.
Yeah.
There's no point, guys. If Trip is dead and they can't undead Trip, he's the only reason to want more of Enterprise.
There's a few years between the end of the previous
Yeah, but this
episode.
would pick up when Archer is president, as we saw in like his file that we saw in the Mirror
right.
the
God,
Mirror Enterprise
shit it.
episode.
Maybe we'll meet Trip's long lost
Twin brother?
child
I mean,
from when he
here's
got
the thing.
impregnated or something.
They could undead
Oh,
him.
yeah, that'd be
It's-
nice.
Oh, that would be nice. But they can undead him if they really want. They've undeaded people all the time. We've got an undeaded person on this show.
Just Sim. Just bring back Sim.
Actually, that's an interesting idea, though. You could, like, maybe, like, make a new sim and, like, solve the dying problem.
I mean, that was the whole
That would
problem.
solve dying problems for everyone. Though.
Yeah,
That's too big.
That's like Khan blood in the Kelvin timeline. It's an
Whoopsie.
issue.
But anyway, on this
Yeah.
episode, so we find out that Book is again, this kind of goes back to... Well, okay, I'm glad that they finally sort of explained why he has
Glowy head.
Super magical powers.
I was going to say a human name. It's a chosen name. And it sounds like I don't know that his brother was so much dead naming him as just like... Book. I think he's more just using an alias to sort of distance himself from...
That's
Kwejian.
Cleveland Booker is the alias.
Cleveland Booker is his chosen alias, and I think he's trying to pass as human
I think
most of the time.
but I think what he said was he like kind of took on the new name in part because he was ashamed of his family or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. But like Cleveland is a city in Ohio,
Yes.
and Booker is a very common English name.
Yeah, Booker is what the police do when they arrest a woman.
Nice.
Oh.
Well played.
Boy,
That's
oh boy.
good.
So, I think he just chose that name because because Kwejianese? Kwejian...
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon
I think this is definitely a case of like, the species, the language and the people are the same word.
Yeah, so the Kwejian are, they're very human passing until they go all glowy head. But so maybe
most alien races are.
yeah. So he's probably just trying to pass him off himself that way.
Well, it's interesting too because it was a little unclear, but it seems like maybe not even all Kwejian can do that because they made it seem like it was like him and his sworn brother there like can, but like not because if everyone could, then it seems like maybe you could have just
Everyone could have just moved the sea locust themselves.
Yeah, but if it took two people and a deflector array, like maybe it's not a super common thing even among his people.
Well, it also didn't seem like there were a ton of people maybe even on that planet.
It's a little vague.
Yeah, it seemed-
Yeah, like was it just this one
we never
settlement, or
we
was
never
it
saw
the whole
any other
planet?
ships. Like there was they didn't get hailed from the surface by the president or anything. It's just like, oh, you're having a battle. Oh, speaking of which,
Jake hated
this
battle.
pissed me off
It was so stupid.
much
Uh-oh.
in this episode. They're having this battle, and when they show the battle from space, it is
In space.
It is
Above the
Oh.
atmosphere.
It is thousands. It is tens of thousands of miles from the planet. And then when they're looking up at the battle, they're like 100 meters up.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
like,
can
it's
see
like,
my ship from here.
It's airplane levels.
It's
of,
lower than airplane. Like it's like right there.
which, like, if it was at least consistent in the episode, would be fine. But
yeah.
But you could reach up and touch this
Yeah.
thing.
like, if they had always, if they showed it from space being that close, then fine. But yeah, it was
Or
weird.
maybe
that
the
it was
planet is just very, very tiny.
Yes, like that Voyager
Like
planet.
that Voyager planet. That's possible. But like think about Voyager, like when Voyager was stuck in orbit around the Blink of an Eye planet, like it looked like a star from the planet. They needed a telescope to see that it was a ship.
It's a good episode.
That's a great episode.
But like this time, there's like the ship is clearly even higher than Voyager was in that episode. Yet it is visible, clear as day.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I was like, come on, guys.
Maybe Booker has superhuman vision.
Yeah, there we
he's...
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
I did like that it was insinuated that he and Kwejian were not like biological brothers, but more like found brothers of a different ilk of whatever, whatever
from a different mother.
Yeah, exactly. Like whatever the Kwejian culture is, like you just have other brothers.
Yeah. It also, ties into this other element of like clearly Stamets, Culber, and Osyraa are starting to form a little sort of found family unit too. So that's kind of a thing happening in both those threads separately.
But the Brotherhood. Yeah. So it's also just. I mean, I don't know if it's like. Is it like the Freemasons, or is it just like, I don't know. What's the thing? There
Stonecutters
is a brotherhood of man, a benevolent brotherhood of man, a noble tie that binds all human hearts and minds into one brotherhood of man.
What's that from?
It's from How to Succeed in Business Without Ruining
I haven't seen that in a dog's age.
Didn't we see Joe? Didn't Joe's kids do that? Is that where we saw it?
Maybe, but did they do them? Is there a non-musical version of that?
There's the only one I know of is the musical.
I thought it was a musical.
It's been so long, I don't remember.
Well, anyway, I think that's what we saw when we went to see Joe.
Yeah, no, they definitely did a production of it. I just can't remember.
Fair enough.
But yes,
Some men may seem incompetent, another not make sense. Still other men may something of company expense.
Okay, now which one's book?
I don't know.
But yeah, I think it was definitely sort of a maybe, because they refer to father and grandfather, so I mean it's definitely like a semi-adoption thing, if not legal. At least it's more than just like, it's not like a brotherhood in the sense of a club. It's like
more than kin and less than kind.
Sure.
Or they have tiers.
Or that.
Like how L'Rell told all the Klingons to call her mother, and then no one ever did. Whoopsie.
There are a few that tried to call her mommy, and she had them killed.
Good for her.
It's like, this is weird. Only Ash gets to call me that.
Giorgio did some stuff I didn't care about.
Yeah,
she
immediately I wrote too much Giorgio, and this was in the first scene.
And there wasn't even that much. It was just too much.
She turned into a Winamp visualizer at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she did.
Again, though, it's another thing, like, at the very opening where she was being, like, sort of subtle and quiet and just looking into, like, Michael was behind her and it was just her and the camera was kind of focusing on her face. Again, it's like, oh, look, when you write well for her, she does good things.
What was she doing?
Just her face was very, like, it's a moment of vulnerability because she knows no one is looking at her, save the audience, but she doesn't know we're looking at her. So, like, she got to just look, like, kind of afraid and fragile and worried. And it's like...
So when she's not talking, she's great.
Yes, because the problem is they give her bad things to say.
They do.
Michelle Yeoh is a fine actor. And,
absolutely.
A badass martial artist.
Yeah, like there's levels in what we see of her in this episode where, Culber actually does say, like, you're terrified, but she's putting up the front, which is what you would do, which is what someone who's, MO is be in control, like, show power at all times. But I'm just so sick of her fucking quips. Yeah. I'm sick of them. I'm done.
I did like Culber just reading her the riot act, though. Because he's like, this is just how you have to deal with her. I can't be nice to her, because it doesn't work. Also, like, they might as well just say he's the CMO now. He has, like, a desk and a shelf and...
But he's also the ship's counselor at the same time.
Well,
Can he be all the things?
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of how it was back in the TOS days.
But we also have Pollard, whose role is questionable.
Yeah, they still don't know what
role?
to do. She shows up every 3 episodes to have a line.
Yeah, maybe.
And knock out Giorgio, which was funny.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
What you want is gone. That was good. I liked that.
Yeah, so I'm sure the main reason why the rating of this episode is so low is because of all the wow track.
Yeah.
So we find out that that Adira is non-binary, goes by they them.
I did forget that they'd always been NB and just hadn't come out yet.
Yeah, I know there was a lot of worry amongst, any LGBTQ viewers at the time that is this they hired a non-binary actor. Is it going to turn out that having the trill is going to do something that allows for them to play with this casting, which is kind of insulting because then you're just writing it off as an alien thing, like we've done many, many times before.
Yeah.
See, Rejoined, where we have our first female, like a lesbian kiss.
Yeah.
But they're aliens, so it doesn't count, kind of thing.
It did make me think, because I was thinking about that, it does seem like, if you wrote the show now, it does seem likely that really...
This was only 2020, Chris. This was
say,
5 years ago.
Oh, no, sorry, but I mean older Trek. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
If you've been writing... Sorry, again, I thought a thing, but didn't say it. If you had done, say, DS9 now.
Yes.
New.
Yes.
I feel like the gender identity of the Trill would be way more complicated. Because it does generally seem like they just... Every Trill we've met has been... has sort of identified with what they were born as, which...
Yeah, what the current host is.
Yeah, I feel like on Trill, and again, you have to do this delicately so it's clear, but, it wouldn't be unusual, I think, if, for a lot of Trill, after they join, maybe they never had, but now they do, and maybe that's part of the training, is look, you might come out of this changing a lot more about yourself than you expect. And, you could even say, maybe for a lot of... And maybe... Because of that, you could even say, maybe even just for all Trill, just from day zero, just as a species, the Trill put less importance on gender identity. Maybe NB is very common there.
It's literally a worm in their stomach, so the worm probably is NB.
I think the worms are genderless.
Yeah,
period.
but, I could imagine, as a culture, they just wouldn't put too much emphasis on gender identity, necessarily. And, it's maybe something you decide on later, even if you don't join, but, that could be interesting, to treat it like that is
I would love to see how their children are brought up in a genderless society to just be people. To treat each other it's all the same.
Yeah.
Which would be nice.
It's maybe it's sort of part of their rite of passage. It's eventually you maybe do choose a gender, maybe you don't.
Then you can actually have a gender reveal party that doesn't feel forced.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I would love to go to that gender reveal party.
And again,
great.
you can
other than your parents just showing off for their friends and asking for gifts.
It does seem natural that probably the Trill would just be a little more chill about it,
The chill Trill.
And that would be kind of neat.
Yeah, but I feel like it's way too late to explore that.
It is, unfortunately. But it's something you feel like they could have,
Also, if this pissed off the anti-woke crowd, you better bet that would.
Oh, yeah, but I don't want them watching this show anyway, so they can fuck off.
Yeah, but the CBS wants them to watch the show.
Yeah, well, especially, God, the new head of Paramount has the world's most punchable face.
Nice.
You shared a picture on Facebook recently, didn't you?
I did, saying that, because he really has a
really
very punchable face.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, the one thing about I think it's fine. I think it's good that they did reveal Adira is not binary.
Yeah, and that Stamets' response is very accepting.
But I think that's the thing, right? This is the future, right? I feel like it would not be. I feel like it would have been nicer.
A deal at all.
I think it would have been way better if
they'd always been non-binary.
If they had always been non-binary, and if it wasn't addressed. Other than, they're using the pronouns or they introduce themselves.
Yeah, I also had forgotten that this was something Adira knew even before they were joined with a Trill symbiont.
Yeah.
But also that kind of adds the layer of, for a while, up until the Forget-Me-Not episode, they had, severe amnesia and memory loss.
True.
Yeah.
And does that, I don't know if that factors in or if we're just kind of meant to think now Adira has all their memories, so now they remember this, and I don't know if that factors, but I thought of it earlier.
But I did think of that, and I think it's a problem of it's kind of it's a place where the meta narrative is taking over, because it's yes, it would be nice to just have it be matter of fact, but it is a show being created in a world where it isn't.
Yeah.
And I understand the importance of having a coming out scene for that. So it's tricky. Yes, of course it should just be. But also, on the other hand, have you met the human race? We regress constantly, especially in times of
Well, and
bad.
And also,
Strife, thank you.
maybe part of it, maybe this could have been explored in more depth rather than a scene that ultimately just felt like the scene is just here so that we can teach the audience about pronouns.
The audience is just here. The scene is just here so we can piss off some of our audience.
Oh yeah, we're gonna piss off half the audience, and like that's the thing, we're gonna piss off half the audience, and then the other half of the audience already knows this and doesn't need it explained to them.
Yeah, but normalizing is the way.
Well, exactly. But that's my point. Is that like I think it would have been interesting if they had explored like maybe why does Adira seem a little nervous about this? Like, why is it a big deal for Adira?
Right. And then for Stamets to say, like, that's perfectly
Yeah,
accepted.
okay,
Like,
sure.
what happened between the 23rd century and now?
Well, we
That
know
makes
that
you think this.
Adira is from Fash Earth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, maybe being, gender non-conforming or queer or whatever, maybe it's just not acceptable on Fash Earth.
I mean, that they are always the first groups the fascists go after.
Yeah, exactly. So like maybe it would be a thing that like Adira thinks this is a big deal, and then I think it would be really interesting if like it wasn't like if Stamets' response wasn't this is fucking smirky smile bullshit.
I figured out what it is about Stamets that makes me think he's smug all the time. And that's, Chris brought this up myriad times. He has restful mourning face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which does not translate well to I'm proud of you face, because he still looks partly mournful.
It's
Combine
like
two.
a patronizing
yeah, I was
smile.
gonna say it looks
Exactly.
condescending as shit. That's
And
what I was just thinking.
I think it's because he always looks like he's a little bit
Sad.
sad. And I think when you combine that with him just smiling normally, it looks smug.
Yeah. Well, it definitely did this.
That's what it is.
And like
It's
I don't
the
know, I just think it would
morning
have been cool if like you could still I think have the that coming out moment, but like soften it by having it
Hugh
like
there instead, who's
or, yeah,
nicer.
Hugh would have been nicer.
I feel like I kind of wonder. It does feel like they wanted to, but ended up deciding not to fully commit to the idea that Earth had gone super fascist. Like, there's a lot of little implicit shit, but it's like, I think they were like, we can't have Earth have gone full fascist. Even though, like...
We saw those uniforms.
Yeah.
They went full fascist.
Well, we're also not gonna like take them out because that's the other thing. Like, if Earth is shown as being full fascist, then it kind of has to become
an enemy.
Yeah, an enemy, and like Starfleet has to jump in and fix it or something.
Yeah, and I think that's why they couldn't commit to that.
Because
like,
they didn't want that to be the plot of the season.
Because that, honestly, I mean, it could be interesting, though. Like, if Earth had fallen that far, like... Especially because
that far? I mean...
Well...
It's not that far.
From the 23rd century.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, not from right now.
It's totally believable from 2020.
And again, especially being an inherently American show, like, that would have been an interesting story. But I could also see them wanting to avoid it because people had already been pissed about the, like, war arc in Season 1. So they were like, we're not gonna commit to Earth has gone fascist.
There is an interesting... Did I bring this up yet? Or have I just forgotten? Fuck me. There is an interesting thing that Rin says, like, why I don't trust the Federation specifically. And there's something there that he hints at, like, the Federation has fucked me over in particular before. And I'm curious, like, what has people like Rin's experiences with the Federation been? Yeah.
Because, like, obviously it sounds like that, if you grow up in the Emerald Chain, like, obviously there's a lot of PR, and, like, he says, like, frightened Andorian child, tell them you're sending to Federation summer camp. So he was brought up with these, like, horror stories. But like you said, he's also clearly had adult actual experience. And of course, the thing is, with Starfleet as fractured as it is, and the Federation as fractured as it is,
and they can't get places either.
There could be pockets of them that are people out there like, yeah, we're the Federation. We got Starfleet shit.
Like that other Voyager episode.
Yeah, like they're the shitty branch.
Fuck
yeah.
you.
You mean like how random citizens are just wearing masks and black bagging people
pretending
they're
to be
ice?
Yeah.
Yeah, extremely cool and good.
God, I hate
Fuck
the
you,
future.
Dean Cain, you piece of shit.
It's the present. It's the present, Chris.
Yes, but this was the future for me once, and I was expecting it to be better.
Where's my flying car?
Yeah.
Remind me, because one of my other notes here is, I'm confused about how much time has passed in this season so far. Because Giorgio says, like, Hugh asks Giorgio, like, how long have you been experiencing this? And she says a couple of weeks?
Yeah, well, the only explicit thing we've been told is that
Michael's been here a year.
And they spent at least 3 weeks in dry dock getting upgraded.
Okay.
So we know...
So probably that whole time she was experiencing these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, like, we don't know how much time has passed between this and the previous episode.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
little.
there could be-
We the only firm thing we have is that 3-week thing.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think you said how Detmer pulled the Luke Skywalker thing. I have a note. Now this is pod racing.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, actually more of an Anakin Skywalker. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember how I said I was expecting to be underwhelmed by the resolution of the Detmer plot? Yeah, I was underwhelmed by the resolution. of the
Yeah.
Detmer
So
plot.
that's it. That's she just.
From
needed
what
to
I
get her
understand,
groove
that's
back.
it.
Kinda. I guess so. Yeah.
And it doesn't even seem like it was addressing the PTSD. It felt like it was addressing her needing her groove back more than anything else.
They kind of dropped the ball a little bit at the end.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I was reading up one of the reviews on Jammer's reviews that I was read. He happened to just bring up the Voyager episode Extreme Risk, where B'Elanna is having those depressed feelings and hurting herself.
Yeah.
And we griped a lot during that episode about how they handled mental health poorly in that episode. And then, at the very, very end, snap, she did a thing and she's like automatically cured by having done a thing.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what Detmer does here.
Yeah.
But in Extreme Risk, there were consequences to Torres' actions that we explored as part of the cause of her depression. And in here, Detmer's just kind of... There's never, like, cause and effect to her having this... Yeah, this issue.
Well, honestly, if Hugh is now the ship's counselor, effectively,
Counselor, CMO, karaoke king.
Ooh.
Like, he's got.
I don't know. I think
his
Stamets would give her a run for his
cut out
money.
for him between
Oh,
I'd watch
Giorgio
that.
and Detmer.
No, the whole ship.
Yeah, like everyone is constantly in the midst of a mental health crisis on this ship.
Yeah, no, this-
Absolutely. Worse than the Enterprise.
Yeah, I was saying,
Any Enterprise.
This is the most openly, like, just mentally unwell crew we've ever had. I think all the crews have been, like, as in the comic we shared. Like, in reality, they're all just not talking about it. This is the first crew to talk about it. But, yeah, it's all of them. They are all just...
Yeah, like, it felt... Speaking of Extreme Risk, it felt to us revolutionary that they even addressed
Yes.
the issue then. Because this was, the 90s and Voyager. And we were like, holy crap. Roxanne Dawson, like, pushed to, like, cover this stuff. And that's important. And now it's like, okay, we're however many years, 20 or 50 years after that. I've lost count of how time works. 900 years in the future. We can not only address it, we can make it important. And we addressed it a lot, but we never made it important.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is where I kind of feel like the Detmer plot falls flat.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate them trying, but they kind of stumbled at the goalposts. That's not quite how that expression goes, but you know what I mean.
They stumbled at the 1 yard line?
Yes, fumble to the 1 yard line. There it is. That's what I wanted. Thank you.
Goal!
Sport.
Sports. Here's a question. Even though I thought the little outfits Book and Burnham were wearing to go down to Planet were very cute and looked very comfy, why were they matchy-matchy?
Yeah, that's the thing is, like...
Like,
You
she's not...
know how it is with couples.
Okay, that I buy. But also, like, if they're trying to go down there and blend in, the second they meet Kwejian, Burnham's like, I am Michael Burnham of the Federation!
That's the thing. They're not trying to blend in this time. She could have gone down in her uniform.
Or even just whatever clothes she wants.
Or that.
Bikini! Go for it, Saniqua!
Oh,
But yeah,
maybe
like,
she
she-
spilled a glass of something on her.
Is she pregnant
Uniform.
yet?
Oh. No, I think that's season 4.
Is it season 4? I
Is
know...
she pregnant yet? What a weird. I was like,
They
what
just
the fuck?
started dating.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, why are they putting her in certain costumes?
Yeah, no, you're right. But I think it's season 4.
Okay,
Where
maybe.
they had to kind of hide a little.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
thought it was season.
But I
also,
did think that, though, was like, she doesn't... The point isn't to blend in for once. She could have just been in uniform.
Yeah. I mean, it
Weird.
did look comfy, though.
It
I
did.
want
I'm
one.
just gonna wait until they introduce like the officer's jacket. Right? That's the universal.
Speaking of Roxanne Dawson.
We're pregnant. We need to hide. Well, didn't they do kind of the same thing
Kira.
with?
No.
Did they give her a jacket?
No,
No,
well,
they didn't
yeah,
hide
they,
it.
they weren't trying to hide
Oh,
her.
yeah,
they
that's
just
right,
made
I
her-
forgot.
They, just
They
made-
had a plot.
It was a
made
plot,
the character
yeah.
pregnant. No,
And what a great plot too, honestly.
no,
It
they
was-
did the
it-
same thing with somebody else too, though, didn't they?
Dr. Crusher was
Crusher.
pregnant for a
Crusher.
while.
Yeah.
But she just
Oh, yeah.
always wore a coat.
Yeah, that thing, it was less weird because it was already part of her costume. And with Roxanne Dawson, they definitely fucked up a few times, and you could just see.
And then like 2 seasons later, they had a pregnancy plot.
Yeah, she must be like, guys, really? Now? But yeah. But yeah, they were nice. And it made sense for Book. He's like, all right, I'm going home. Things are awkward. I'll at least wear the traditional suit. house was cool. Was that like a real house they sourced?
Oh, I
and
don't
filmed
know.
it? I meant to look into that.
Yeah, strangely, the Memory Alpha on Discovery episodes doesn't have a ton of the behind-the-scenes stuff as
It's all-
other ones do.
I suppose it's newer and not as much as
no
out there.
call sheets. We don't
Oh,
know what
I
we
wish.
don't
The
know
caterer.
What did they eat
ordered
that
for
day?
lunch.
I did like, it was nice because, so often Star Trek alien worlds are just outside Los Angeles. It was nice to have like a foresty world.
Yeah, it was so yellow.
Yeah.
Everything was color-corrected yellow.
But the house was cool too. Because it was just a house, like it wasn't overtly like, ooh, it's an alien house. It's,
Alien house.
Yeah.
House. Nobody ever went to class.
Simpsons.
Another Simpsons joke.
This one I don't know.
It's when
Homer's trying to sing Animal House.
He's trying to sing the theme song to the film Animal House.
I see.
Okay, I have one final topic to cover before we move on to our blog activity, because it's going to segue smoothly, I think. So we already had the running joke of what is Saru's catchphrase going to be. We have another running joke, and that's Linus's
God damn it, Linus.
shedding?
No.
Peeling?
I have a note.
Yeah.
Linus is just a running gag machine.
He is, and I don't like him.
It's so weird. Like, this poor lizard man. He's got cool design. Why are you using him to just be joke?
Because they needed a joke character, because the Orville was doing better than them.
They should have done the Zoidberg thing where, like, somebody just comes up on his, like, old, his molted form, and it's like, oh, hey, Linus, and then they touch him, and he falls apart.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Linus, no!
Oh my god, who should that have happened to?
Yeah, but when they first say, like, oh, yeah, Linus isn't here because he's molting, or
Yeah.
whatever word they used for it, his skin is flaking away.
Yeah, it's his shedding period.
And for
or
a second, I
whatever.
was like, oh, good, Linus isn't going to be here. And then at the end, there he is. And I'm like,
No, they don't actually show him. But
they do show him.
they
Because
just had, like-
Michael walks by and picks a bit of skin off of his face.
Oh, I completely
Gross.
missed that somehow.
Well, they should
Because I
have
know
just
she
had,
said she was gonna bring the nephew to meet him to peel him, which is like, okay.
Because she had just done that.
I somehow totally missed the
It's so
peeling.
fun.
It was
really.
gross.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
You know, she ate it after.
What the fuck?
Fried Linus.
I was gonna say it's
Friedless.
just like
She gave it to
a,
Giorgio.
what is it called? The
Threat
pork
gang.
rind.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
were you saying?
they should have just had
delicious.
like one of the dots following Linus around a little
Oh,
dust
that-
room.
That's an Orville joke.
Yes.
That I actually kind of would have liked, though.
No, it's the wrong show.
Well, because my first thought wasn't Orville. It was Wally and Mo.
I was
That's
thinking of
another-
Mo.
Well, that's another sci-fi comedy.
Yes.
Are we ready to
We
segue to
are.
our blogtivity?
Is Wally a comedy?
Absolutely it is.
I cried a lot during
You
that
can
movie.
you can do both
It's
things.
got Fred Willard in it. It is definitely a comedy.
Oh yeah, he's the president of By and Large.
He is. Was,
But-
because he's long dead by the time of the film.
Oh, I thought you meant Fred Willard had... Oh my god, did Fred Willard die?
Yeah,
Yes.
you did.
Relatively recently, actually.
Fuck.
I forgot about that.
God
years ago.
damn it, this day is ruined.
Sorry, I was just thinking of the character. I forgot that, yes, Fred Willard. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh.
comedy.
Yeah, so we're doing a more fun, even though apparently we're going to cry over Wally a little bit.
No, 3 times! There are 3 distinct
Dude.
crying times during Wally.
Yeah, in modern science, or not modern comedies in general, like Jake and I are doing a lot of watching the more recent Disney and Pixar flicks, and they always find an emotional moment for you to cry.
Every Pixar
single-
movie makes me cry.
I don't think any of the Pixar or Disney movies from the last 2 decades that we've watched have I not had a moment of tearing up, except Tangled, which isn't great.
Oh, I enjoyed
I
Tangled.
didn't
Tangled.
cry from Tangled, but they didn't really manage that moment. But did I cry during Up?
Yeah, the
Up-
opening.
Up-
That
Up-
soul-crushing
I know,
opening.
but did
Fest.
I cry? Did I cry?
Yes, because I remember you talk repeatedly about the fact that the 2 films you never expected to
Oh,
cry at
Star
were
Trek
Up and Star Trek, and they were like the same summer.
Right. The same summer, and both within the first, 5 minutes. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
So yeah, sci-fi comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got Wall-E,
Wally.
which is so good.
I love
Such a
Wally.
good movie.
It's so beautiful. And, so much is expressed without words.
Yeah, with so
Yeah.
little dialogue.
There's so little dialogue at first, you know?
Well, yeah, it's crazy. I've often said it's like the first 45 minutes of that movie is like a weird independent film.
Yeah, watching a robot dig around in some dirt.
Yeah,
And, have his little roach
buddy,
pet
yeah.
and, listen to Hello Dolly.
Like-
That
that took, when you think about it, really, to make that the opening of your film is really, for something you're trying to make very mainstream,
And for children.
ballsy as fuck.
Yeah, no, that's a big balls.
Yeah, especially for children who
Yeah.
do not have an attention span anymore.
No.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck them kids.
They're used to TikToks and that's it.
No,
Remember,
this
we
is
went to
pre-TikTok.
We went
That's
to a
true.
midnight showing.
We
remember?
did. We
We
did.
saw
That's
it
a good way.
opening night at midnight,
Well,
and it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and I fucking love Mo.
And I cried so much. Oh my god, it was
Oh,
a
God.
disaster.
And then, not that it's... I mean, it's kind of a gag, I guess, but the ships have the, like, giant wallies to deal with the on-ship garbage, and they have a different name, but
yeah, it's
they're
like Wall S or something.
something,
'cause,
but they're
like, He's
gargantuan.
Wall for the
Earth,
Earth,
right,
and
they're Wall
Wall
ship.
for the. I don't know if it's actually ship, but
Probably,
it's something
though.
like that.
Yeah. And then there's the Bernie short.
I want to give a shout out to similar kind of movie, I think, because it involves Earth all trashed. Idiocracy.
Yay!
It has the electrolytes that plants crave or whatever. I've never seen it.
You've never seen?
No,
Oh,
and I'd
it's so
like.
good.
Can we watch it for this show?
We definitely.
No reason not to,
Yeah,
because I've
why
never
not?
seen it either.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
See, I would
Wow.
expect.
That's I mean, it's good. I mean, it's funny.
It caught a lot of flack because they were like, "Hey, you're saying dumb people breed young. How dare you?" And it's like, well,
You're proving our point, though, people.
I don't know. When's the last time you poured Gatorade into your houseplant?
It's Mike Judge, right?
Yep.
Is that the guy that did Office Space?
Office
Yes.
Space,
King of the Hill, Beavis and Butthead.
Oh yeah, Beavis and Butthead, right? Is Mike Judge in Office Space? Is he like the guy?
No.
No.
Oh, okay, I don't know why I thought that.
Obviously, yeah, we brought it up, I think, literally every week because it covers everything but Futurama.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely. So good. And they also put in the work to make
Oh, yeah.
the science make sense and to
Yep.
be...
Like
Not
a balloon and something bad happens.
Exactly, and to also, like, very frequently be actual science.
Well, yeah, didn't they have to, like,
They
bring
wrote
in...
They wrote a fucking algorithm for the body swapping.
Yeah, that's the one I was going to bring up,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, there's actual, like, very complicated math there.
And they got it right, which is fucking phenomenal.
We also brought this up just a few minutes ago, but the Orville.
Orville.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still looking to see if they could do a new season of the Orville because I think the Orville gets really good. It starts off as kind of Family Guy in space, but I think they actually like find the characters pretty quickly.
Well, like, yeah, I feel like so much of the first season. The first season's pretty weak. Not just from like the shitty.
There's a
the
couple
shitty
good
jokes. There's a
episodes.
couple good episodes, but like.
Well, there's that non-binary episode, isn't there? Isn't there
Oh,
like
yeah.
I feel like that's
There's a
where
couple of those.
I feel like the first one is the last episode of the Orville I saw, not because I didn't like it, but I just kind of fell off of watching it. Should
Yeah, I
fix
don't know. The
that
first
someday.
season I think is pretty weak, but it definitely the second season gets pretty good. The third season's pretty good, except for they introduce a terrible fucking character in the third season.
Oh God!
Oh, no,
yeah.
is it a child?
Well, it's
No.
because Seth MacFarlane was fucking her.
No, actually,
Gross.
Contrary to like many other examples, the child acting in the Orville is actually pretty decent.
Oh yeah, one of them made one of my fantasy casting lists.
Yeah.
They're quite good.
So, I know we talked about this a little off the air last week. Do we count Galaxy Quest, or is it Star Trek so it doesn't
No,
count?
it counts, and it's
Let's count Galaxy Quest so that we could talk about how great Galaxy Quest
Such a good
is,
movie.
because especially for a parody of Star Trek, like it's so cleverly done. It has so many it has references that you don't need to know Star Trek to either get or at least not be bothered by that you don't get.
Yeah.
And the casting is fucking phenomenal. Yeah. Check out when we covered it for a 10 Forward because we just gushed for basically 2 hours.
It's such a good
It's a good
movie.
It's the best.
Also, one that we covered, a movie, is Spaceballs.
Also a great satire.
That is a good
So
movie.
good. I know last week I mentioned the fact that like comic book stuff seems to exist in its own sort of special space because it's like there's obviously a lot of science fiction elements there because of like weird tech and aliens and blah blah blah, but it's not really thought of as science fiction. But I'd say an exception would be the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Because like they are explicitly sort of space opera and explicitly like they're more explicitly a comedy. Like Marvel movies are infamous for their endless quippiness, but aren't necessarily automatically comedies despite that. Like Ant-Man I think is very much a comedy.
Yeah.
And Guardians of the Galaxy is very much a comedy and a sci-fi.
God, except when it isn't.
Yeah,
Except
it still
when
has
they're
those
like,
sad
let's tell you
moments.
about Rocket's life.
Well, yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
But yeah, so I'd say those.
Yeah, the Guardians movies are the only of the Marvel movies that I've seen, and it's because like they do the sci-fi comedy thing pretty well.
I still haven't seen the third one. I really
Yeah,
must.
me neither.
But the first one's great. Second one was fine.
Yeah.
So this movie is one that I realized we could have put on the list last week, and I didn't think of it until this week, and that is Short Circuit.
Oh my God, Short Circuit. Yeah, we brought that up briefly early for one of them.
Because I
think it was one of Jake's earliest watched shows or something.
Yeah, I think that is what it was.
I've never seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never made you watch it?
I mean, it's not great.
Aside from the brown face, it holds up.
But yeah, I mean, it's a sci-fi comedy. But yeah, I think it would also probably qualify as a military sci-fi.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, they very explicitly, reference the opening of Terminator in the opening with the...
Oh, yeah.
One of the units running over the shit.
Yeah.
Oh, batteries not included.
Yeah.
Which you brought up a while ago.
Is that... Oh, I'm on military. Fuck me. Yes. We're on comedies. Fuck me.
batteries not included. I don't know. Is it a comedy?
It's kind of a lot of things.
It does
I remember it having a good amount of comedic elements as a kid.
It does. It is funny.
But is it a comedy? That thing is, as a kid, that's what I focused on. Now as an adult watching it, I might be like, oh, no, it's a movie with comedic elements, but it isn't first and foremost a comedy.
Let's put it on the list anyway.
Yeah.
Why not?
We should watch that. I have not seen it since I was a child.
I think a more explicit comedy would be Coneheads.
Coneheads.
I haven't seen Coneheads either.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
Coneheads
I haven't
is
seen it in
lot
a
of
long
fun.
time, but I've seen it.
That's a classic.
That's a good one.
Jane Curtin pulling it off.
I just
Love
always
her.
thought it looked fucking stupid.
Oh, it's fucking stupid.
That's kind of the point.
It's a Saturday Night Live sketch turned into a movie.
Oh.
They're always stupid.
I was gonna say, well, that's a
it's-
sure sign of quality.
It's one of the ones that's actually good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't watch it. I just haven't.
Yeah.
Like, a lot-
It has great jokes.
Yeah, there's a lot of Saturday Night Live sketch become films where it's But that, this is one of the actual good ones like that. The original Wayne's World.
When are we gonna get
Blues
Ladies
Brothers.
Man 2? That's what I'd like to know. They were like, the only way to get rid of Tim Meadows is to give him a fucking movie. Let's just...
Well, I think he still stuck around for a while after that.
Ugh, yeah, well, some people just don't know how to take the hint.
Didn't they give the fucking cheerleader a movie for some reason?
Yeah, Superstar or whatever the fuck.
Jesus.
Molly,
Oh, no.
God, I hate
So
Molly.
weird.
No, Molly Ringwald. I almost said Molly Shannon. Can't stand Molly Shannon. Remember when she showed up in Pushing Daisy season 2 and I was like, son of a bitch!
You were very upset.
No!
How do you feel about her in Only Murders in the Building?
When's she in it? Season 1?
She's in
No.
the latest season.
We've only seen the first season. We
Really?
gotta
Catch
work
the
on
fuck
that.
up,
yeah,
girl.
I know.
I know.
Anyway, speaking of very stupid movies that are very funny and that I have a super soft spot for, even though Jake hates it.
Oh?
No.
And that's Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh, that's a fun movie.
It's so
Oh my God.
dumb, but it's so funny.
You want a lip lock, whip lock? Hey, that
I
movie
need
is
to
great.
see that again. 'cause
Oh
again,
my god, can we do that for this show?
I want to, but I don't think
too.
Jake does.
Listen, this is a fucking democracy.
Look.
This isn't an egalitarian situation.
Tell you what, next time you have to go to a conference for work, we'll do it.
Got it.
What? No, don't help him.
Only if we can do a double feature with Howard the Duck.
That's
Oh my
fine. I've never
God.
seen Howard the Duck.
Actually, that's a fun idea because I've never seen Howard the Duck, and that's another infamous 80s sci-fi comedy.
My name's Howard the Duck, and I came to fuck Earth Girls because I heard they're easy. That's it. That's the double feature.
Yeah,
It's no Hello Wally, but it's good.
That though, yeah, that's what I've not seen probably since I was a kid. Because again, it was one of those ones that when Comedy Central was still kind of new and didn't have a lot of original programming, they just showed it every
They did,
fucking
yeah.
weekend.
I
Here's
watch it
Howard
all
the
the
Duck.
time.
Here's Mo Money. Here's fucking Animal House again. Porky's.
Blank Man.
Revenge of the Nerds. Oh my god,
Blank
I
Man.
love Blank Man so much. What a fucking movie. Of course, as a kid, I didn't realize he was coming in his pants all those times, and as an adult, I was just like, oh no, that makes it less good.
Awkward.
Here's another one kind of in the same category, I guess, as Coneheads in terms of like a
single gimmick stretched to a full movie?
sort of. Mom and Dad Save the World.
Oh, I don't know this one.
I've heard of it, but never seen it.
Yeah, it's good. Pedophile Jeffrey Jones.
Oh.
Also in Howard the Duck, by the way.
Oh.
And Terry Garr, I want to say.
Really?
Oh, she's a hot
And John
lady.
Lovitz.
Fascinating.
Subway.
It's
Eat
it's
fresh.
it's a fun movie.
Honestly, John Lovitz will forever have my fucking respect and love because he punched fucking what's his ass, Andy Dick, right in his stupid cocaine loving Phil Hartman getting murdered face. You fucking piece of shit, Andy Dick. Sorry, I have feelings. about
everyone hates
and
Andy
he
Dick.
sucks.
He was good in that one Voyager episode.
He was.
Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah, I meant to bring that up. Doy.
There's nothing funny about that. Just kidding. There was.
Banging Your Mom isn't funny.
That's why Disney didn't want to make the movie.
Honestly, probably not. But he
He
met my
doesn't.
mom. She's awful.
Yeah, but it's like a mistaken identity sort of thing. Like she doesn't know.
Yeah, no, only he does, and that's where the comedy comes from.
Yeah.
No, that's where the rape comes from.
No, that's Biff.
Yeah, Biff's the rapist in that movie.
Well, if you make love to someone under false pretenses, that still counts.
Well, yeah, but he's not trying to.
Yeah,
He's,
George.
in fact,
George-
actively trying to avoid it.
She's trying to get him.
The plan was George was supposed to come and stop it, but
Yeah, like the thing was he was gonna try to make a pass at her, but then she was into it, and he was like, I don't know what to do now.
But it's a specific callback to earlier in the movie when she said she never would do that with a boy.
Yeah.
Well, we're supposed to be talking about comedy.
Anyway.
This is getting uncomfortable.
That is
Sorry,
comedy.
yes.
We probably cut
Granted,
all that.
a lot of comedy, like, it gets uncomfortable because
Yeah.
people find it funny for some reason.
How about this one's uncomfortable because it's just a terrible movie, but Night of the Comet.
Is that a comedy?
I would call that a
I
comedy.
just find it a B movie, a general B movie.
It's a B movie, but I think it's meant to be like a kind of a parody of.
Really? I just felt that general. If they were trying on purpose to be funny, I don't know if they did it.
Which movie?
Heard
That's
about
why
it.
there
the
were weird
Comet.
zombies, like the zombies
I don't know it.
were supposed to be like B movie zombies. It's got Robert Beltran
No kidding.
as a young man.
So that reminds me, though, and I haven't seen this in a very long time, but it is fucking hysterical. The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra.
What a great movie!
this one.
It's a weird little indie film. It's a parody of like sci-fi B50 sci-fi films. It was filmed like it's from like the early-ish 2000s. It came out when I was in college, so like 20 odd years ago now.
It's great.
And it was literally they filmed it on like a shoestring budget in the space of 2 weeks, like a B50s film.
Nice.
But it's so fucking funny. It's so good. There's like these aliens trying to pretend to be human, and they are so bad at it. There's the lost skeleton, which you can see the strings, and that's the point.
And it talks and has a big funny voice.
Yeah,
like,
it's so good. I was reminded of it recently, and apparently it got a sequel, which is also hilarious. So I would recommend The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra. Fucking hilarious film.
Weird.
So this might be a deep cut for folks going to the.
You're
small...
already in the deep cuts. Huh?
Well, no, I got a few shallow cuts, but this one I wanted to mention.
Paper cuts.
Going to the small screen. Space Cases.
I don't know it.
You don't know Space Cases? Oh, it was
I
a
guess
90s.
that was a comedy. Yeah.
It was a children's Nickelodeon.
Wasn't Kaylee from
Yeah,
Firefly?
she
in
was.
that?
State was in it. It was a children's space comedy show.
Was it literally on Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
It was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
It was called what?
Space Cases. Yeah, no, it was.
They were kids that stole a spaceship or something. I don't
Well,
know.
this weird alien spaceship shows up with no explanation at their like space high school. They go on board, but then as soon as they do, something activates, and they're like thrown to the Delta Quadrant, basically. And it's about them trying to find their way home.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like them, two of their teachers. The weird thing, and even when I was younger, I was like, that's not how this works. Is like the kids weren't aliens, but like humanity had set up colonies on all the other worlds in our solar system. And even though it had only been like 100 years, humans had started to radically evolve differently. And it's like, guys. So like the Mercurian was pink, and the Plutonian had a weird little like antenna on his forehead that let him do stuff.
Well, maybe there's like a bunch of radiation that's trying to pretend to be evolution, you know?
Yeah, and yeah, Jesus, I kind of forgot about that show.
I don't know. I thought it was funny, but maybe it wasn't.
probably
maybe it
was.
wasn't intended to be a comedy. I don't know.
It
Was it
probably
intended for
was.
children?
It
'Cause I
was
feel
intended
like,
for children.
I feel like a lot of shows and movies intended for children have to have that comedy element to keep their attention.
Yeah.
Like I got an additionally long list of things that are like children's content, like let's go with the Jetsons, obvious space comedy or sci-fi comedy, and also like early sci-fi comedy, which is kind of fascinating because, boy, did they have very different ideas of what the future was, and that's kind of cool. I think I've also brought up before Space Jam,
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Space
everyone's
Jam.
favorite.
Oh, that's the
Classic.
basketball movie?
Yeah, the basketball one with the aliens that want to play basketball. Oh, here's a
Is
good
that
one.
the premise of that movie? It's
Well-
just aliens.
Well, do they want to play basketball or do they want to take over the world and we have to play basketball to stop them?
Yeah,
Yes.
like the agreement that we make is whoever wins this basketball game gets what they want.
And it's stupid because we're like, yeah, we're going to kick your ass because the aliens are all little and lumpy, but then it turns out that they can, like, turn themselves into monstrously huge, muscular men.
Yeah, like Futurama definitely does a take on a comedy movie in one of their episodes. It's very good. Here's another good one, and it's another Disney and or Pixar. I think it's just Disney. Is Big Hero 6.
Oh my god, what a great movie!
Which is very good. I like that movie an awful
speaking of
lot.
crying, motherfuckers.
What about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, that's another good one.
Very funny, very sci-fi. It's wild to me that that's science fiction. Like, I know technically it is, but
Very is.
I know. But as a kid, I didn't think. I mean,
Yeah.
I just thought it was turtles.
Yeah, it's very serious business.
Definitely.
I was like 4. My 4th birthday, I had a Michelangelo birthday cake.
Oh, Mikey was my favorite.
He was my fave. My favorite now is Raphael, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cool but rude. You know.
He is the dreamboat of them.
I think when I was little, I
Loner,
was a
anger
very
problems,
very picky eater.
hot.
Like I mostly ate hard-boiled eggs and vegetables.
I'm sorry. That made you a picky eater?
Well, he wouldn't eat like
Hamburgers and
Yeah, but how
pizza.
fucking easy is it to make you a goddamn hard-boiled egg and some fucking celery sticks? That's like the dream.
Yeah, but it's
At
fucking
least you were
weird. It's
eating...
fucking weird if
But you
there's
can't go to a restaurant.
Okay, it's weird. But
or hot dogs. I'd eat hot dogs.
Oh yeah, every kid will eat hot
And
dogs.
chicken nuggets.
Disgusting.
But if we went to McDonald's, I wouldn't get a hamburger until I was probably like 10 by the time I started eating hamburgers. But
What is this happening?
pizza was something I wouldn't eat
Oh, really?
until the Ninja Turtles.
Had, had to be cool.
The Ninja, I was like, oh, Mikey eats pizza, so I probably
Good role model at Michelangelo.
Michelangelo eats a lot of pizza.
He
Holy
does.
shit.
See how he's fucking giant turtle. His metabolism is probably super high.
Do you remember the episode of the show where they like brainwash him to not want pizza anymore?
I
What?
don't remember anything.
Yeah, because he like eats all the pizzas, and they were like, "Hey, Mikey, where's our pizza?" And he's just like, "Oh wait, that's Home Alone." Anyway, similar, but yeah. So they Master Splinter does him a
Hypnotize?
hypnotism, and is
it-
like, I shall crave pizza no more."
This isn't on my list, but I just thought of it. Freaky Friday.
Oh yeah.
Is that sci-fi
That's
or
fantasy.
It's a
magic?
body swap.
Yeah, but how does it happen?
Yeah, like Chris
Oh,
said, though,
yeah.
isn't it fantasy? Isn't it
It
like some
happens
magic
because of
bullshit?
like a fortune
Honey,
cookie.
I Shrunk the Kid.
Yo,
That's
that's
a
There we
good
go.
one.
Oh God, Auntie! Why do all these movies make me fucking cry? Every single one of them. I remember
Oh.
seeing that fucking movie as a kid and being traumatized. I was like, no!
Oh.
Why did you make me give a shit about this fucking ant and then you killed him? God damn.
Rick Moranis, Ghostbusters?
Sure.
Ghostbusters, and it's a
Ghostbusters.
comedy.
It's kind of half fantasy
there's
because
some
there's
science
ghosts.
involved.
It's
I
a
don't know.
little-
Are ghosts fantasy or science fiction?
Well, the ghosts, I think,
Supernatural.
Yeah, the ghosts
they
are
took a
supernatural.
science fiction approach to ghosts.
Yes.
Yeah, but like, the ghost trappers and shit, that's all
Oh, it's
sci-fi.
definitely science.
Rick Moranis is popping up a lot.
Oh, who doesn't love Rick Moranis?
Oh shit. Nothing to do with any of this. For some reason, I'm reminded. Inner Space.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. Martin Short.
Yeah. Dennis Quaid winds up injected into Martin Short.
I don't like that.
Dennis Quaid is shrunk first. It's like a take on. It's a comedy take on.
School bus, magic school bus.
No.
Yeah, the 50s movie where
they go into a
submarine
person.
and I don't know
Futurama
what it's
parodied
called,
it
but I know
too.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, that movie.
Everyone parodied it. Yeah.
Yeah, Incredible Voyage.
Archer did
Something
it.
Voyage.
Oh, I don't think I know.
How about The Fifth Element?
Is it a
Is-
comedy?
I don't think it's meant to be a comedy.
I mean,
I think
it's very
Have
funny.
you met Ruby Rod?
Oh
It is-
God, I
There's
wish.
a lot of jokes in that movie.
There's a lot of jokes. I don't think its first goal is be a comedy.
Yeah, I don't
think
think
its first
it's
goal is be a fucking trippy sci-fi shenanigan.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I think it's funny, but I don't necessarily think it's a comedy.
One day we'll cover it for the podcast.
Oh
and
my
we'll
God,
discuss
let's
this.
do it soon. I
Well,
fucking love that
indisputably
movie.
a comedy is Mars Attacks.
Yes.
Yes.
And yeah, I have a bunch that have come up for other blog activities we've done recently because they fit so many molds so well. Yeah, Mars Attacks is definitely one. I love that movie. I know we've talked already about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh yes,
Which is fucking hilarious and good on them. Additional one we've covered before for another one is Men in Black.
Yep. I meant to bring that one
Men
up.
in Black's a good one.
First movie's so good. Second is.
Turtles 3 is also, I know, like you said, Turtles, but Turtles 3 has a specific time travel element to it, which kind of is more like magic than time travel, but they get into the fact that there's equal mass displacement and shit.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How about going back to the small screen? Resident Alien.
Yes.
Oh my god, what a great
Alan-
fucking show.
Alan Tudyk.
Chris, you gotta...
I will.
You
I will.
gotta...
I watch Resident
You gotta
Alien.
do it now.
It's Alan Tudyk.
I've
dude.
had
We're
time
behind.
to watch
We're
Fallout
behind by,
10 times, and you need to watch Resident Alien. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like, first of all...
Hey, wait, you've watched Fallout 10 fucking times, but you still haven't watched the rest of Prodigy?
Listen, as long as Fallout's available, I'm never watching anything
Oh,
else.
okay.
Fallout, stop being available.
Have you seen my lock screen? Have
I?
you seen my lock screen?
That's the ghoul. That's great.
I meant to...
Sometimes I set my phone to vibrate and just... No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
I want to bring up a very deep cut. I guarantee no one at this table has seen it. Probably most of our listeners haven't seen it. It was a show I loved though as a teenager. The Irresponsible Captain Tyler.
What the fuck?
Oh, I've heard of it. It's an anime.
Yes, it is.
You own it.
And it's about this guy who basically... He says he enlists in, like, the Space Navy. And actually, I could have brought it up last week, because it's also very much a military sci-fi as well, but, again, more comedic than anything. And he enlists in the Space Navy because he just needs a job, and basically is, like, wheedles his way into, like, a little random desk job somewhere so he doesn't have to, like, actually work terribly hard, but then accidentally saves a guy's life and is made captain of a ship. But it's, like, some shit ship with a mediocre crew, and it all just spirals from there. And, but then they, of course...
ragtag band of misfits, one might ask?
Yes! But then, of course, they end up at, like, the center of this massive, like, decades-old, like, diplomatic standoff with an alien race that is always just on the brink of all-out war, and this little comedy boy gets caught up in the middle. And I haven't seen it in years, but I remember loving the hell out of it.
What about MST3K?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, especially like all the like interstitial scenes are just individual skits with robots.
Yeah.
And I love them all so much.
Oh,
And there's an
God.
episode where Mike snaps and thinks he's Captain Janeway for a sketch.
So you try to blow up the ship?
I don't remember, but he does wear the wig.
Oh, I love
He's
that.
got, like, the bun wig, because it's from that haircut era.
We brought this show up before, but Third Rock from the Sun.
I was thinking about Third Rock from the Sun, too, yeah.
So, I still haven't seen it, and I imagine if it is, it's a dark comedy, but is Severance a comedy at all?
I would call it a dark comedy.
Very dark.
Oh.
I wouldn't put it on this list.
Okay.
I don't know if I
Yeah.
would call it...
Like a
Black,
pure
it's still a black comedy.
Pitch Black
Like there
comedy.
are
It's
definitely
very funny.
There's definitely like very surreal things that are funny, but I have a feeling when we start learning more about some of the things that you think are funny, that it's gonna not be funny.
I mean, it's got John Turturro and Adam Scott,
Chris Walken.
Chris Walken. It's
Wait,
full of
Christopher
these,
Walken shows
yeah,
up?
It's
Yeah.
full of these
So
comedy actors,
fucking good.
and they're all very funny. But it's like it's pitch black humor.
What about, then, would the Callister episodes of Black Mirror count as black comedies?
I think a lot of Black Mirror. is
Black Mirror, I
comedies.
would say,
They're
is
still the
a-
only two I've seen.
Yeah,
So.
I think Black Mirror as itself falls into that sort of pitch black comedy.
Yeah, some of them more than others. Some of them are just fucking dark shit.
But not as dark comedy is Alf.
what a whiplash right
Yes.
there, Jake.
Is it a dark comedy?
No, it's just a comedy.
No.
I haven't seen
I mean,
it.
Alf does eat cats, and that's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
dark.
not nice.
Well, I don't think he ever actually manages it. He just
No,
always
he just
wants
he
to.
wants to eat cats.
It got a fucking Saturday morning cartoon for some reason, too.
Oh.
And
Oh,
Pogs.
speaking of cartoons, I've never
Oh,
watched.
everything had Pogs.
I've never watched this show, but I know of its existence. Rick and Morty.
We've watched one episode.
I didn't care for
And
it.
we didn't care for it, so we stopped watching.
What did you start at the beginning?
Yep.
Were you put off because of all the shit flying out of Rick's mouth?
That
There was a
huge
large
part of it.
element. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, that stops pretty quickly, because I had the same problem. And it's...
I feel like we asked somebody and they said that doesn't stop.
No, it becomes less frequent and less disgusting. Like, I have the same way. I watched it and I was like, what the fuck? I'm going to puke every time I watch the show.
I did end up watching the first, I think 4 seasons, and it's a show that is way better than its
Fan base?
most ardent fans would have you think.
I think that's the other thing that turns me off to it, is the fan base.
What ultimately had me finally give it a shot was because Justice said it was good.
Justice is one that got us to watch one episode of it. And Justice, if you're listening, I need more convincing.
But yeah,
like I said, the intense amount of shit flying out of his mouth That goes away pretty
this,
quickly.
Rick and Morty is the reason why I also was like, even before watching any of it, I was so hesitant about Lower Decks because the art style is the exact same.
The art's gross.
Yeah, it's very
without
similar.
the
But like the science is really good sometimes. Like the whole thing about Rick and Morty is that like he's like it's an infinite universe. There's like an infinite number.
We could have brought that up in Multiverse Week.
I didn't think of it.
Neither did I.
And they play with that all the time, and like there's a point where he's a clone and he clones his whole family, and who's the clone and who's like it's like I'm not one of these red pilled fucking douchebags who's like it's the fucking smartest thing on TV. But
you
like
need an IQ of 150 to get the jokes.
Yeah, that's why we didn't like it. We're just too dumb.
It's pretty good. Like, and there's a lot of like there's like kind of more touching moments that I expected. Like I don't know, man. It's actually pretty good. I have to say.
And actually,
I think I've heard
that very funny.
I think it's that I've heard that a lot of the stories are very clever sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's just that I also think Rick as a character is not watchable.
Yeah, no, he
That's
sucks.
fair.
He seems to suck, and I don't want to watch it.
But the thing is, though, is like I feel like it's kind of the point, and I feel like he kind of comes to grips with it a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, like there are anti-heroes that are fun to watch, like BoJack Horseman is a fun anti-hero to watch. But a guy like Rick, it's like I don't want to look at.
Yeah, he's very much an acquired taste, and I think again, this is the problem where like a lot of people, like with say Don Draper and Walter White.
Yep.
Way too many people who watch the show don't understand that even though they're the main character, they're not a good person.
Yeah.
Liking Rick as a person means you don't get the show. In a similar vein, though, I wanted to bring up, because this reminded me, I haven't seen the most recent seasons, but I really must, Solar Opposites.
Oh, I've heard good things about that.
Which was, again, same guy, like with Rick and Morty, he was fired from the show, so he's gone now. But yeah, they're aliens who crash landed on Earth and are trying to get home. Well, no, their home has been blown up. But they're just trying to get off Earth because at least one of them hates fucking Earth and doesn't want to be there.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to be here.
Pretty amusing. And there's this whole wonderful subplot about like a city and a wall, which I will leave it at that, just in case you want to see it. I won't spoil what that means. I do appreciate, with Rick and Morty, when they fired Justin Roiland and replaced him, they got sound-alikes. With Solar Opposites, he gets shot by some sort of array that completely alters his voice. He goes from an American to British.
Oh boy.
And there's a quick throwaway line about how, it also had chrono particles, so even in flashbacks, I'll sound like this now.
Oh, that's kind of funny. That's
Yeah.
a good joke. A couple other series I want to bring up because they were ones that spoke to the moment and didn't last terribly long. One of which is Space Force. Which was literally just a joke at Donald Trump.
Yeah.
There's some good jokes in there. John Malkovich is a lot of fun in his role.
He is. And I love Steve Carell.
Yeah, overall the show is fine for what it was doing. And the other one that I wanted to bring up is Avenue 5, which just kind of seems to just end out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We never watched the second season.
Did we not?
I don't think so.
Shit, I thought we watched all of Avenue 5.
No.
Fuck me.
I wanted to watch that, never did. I should have.
We should check it out.
It wasn't great. I mean, it was fine. Hugh Laurie's all right. But I found the jokes sparse.
This is the cruise ship show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. I hated fucking, what's his ass, Josh Gad?
Yeah, Josh Gad was terrible.
I honestly, I want to like Josh Gad because I recognize that he's talented, but I feel like he plays the same fucking douchebag in every fucking show.
He's definitely gotten typecast as Olaf.
Olaf, yeah, fuck.
Which was, one movie worth of Olaf was all I needed of Olaf. I like Olaf in that one picture. That was enough. We could have stopped.
You didn't like him in the second picture?
Second picture is overall kind of eh.
I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I like it.
It was Frozen 2.
Frozen 2.
Oh, right. I think I saw
it. It had some decent songs, but as a film, it's it was okay.
The music's great.
It was a money grab, right?
Yeah, but the music is good, and the story's good, and Elsa's a big lesbian. It's fine.
Ooh, we should watch Frozen 2.
Well, I mean, I don't know if she actually is, but, I think she is.
Yeah. I enjoyed Frozen 1, and I expected to detest Olaf because he seemed like one of those kiddie characters that are just there for the kids. But then the fact that he wants to go on the beach, it's okay, that's adorable for a snowman. I like that.
Does that count as I don't know if it's a comedy so much.
It's fantasy.
That is pure fucking
What are you talking about? She's a mutant.
It's fantasy.
She is a magical being.
Yes.
But she gets turned into it. So
she's
a mutate.
She's born that way. She's literally the second one. She is literally an elemental. It's fantasy.
Fine.
What about Russian Doll? We count that.
Oh, interesting. That is very funny.
I don't know Russian Doll.
It's another.
it's supposed to be
another
really
darker
good.
comedy.
It's very dark, but
It's a time loop thing,
It's a
right?
time
It's
loop.
time loop.
Yeah.
Who's
Oh,
the actress? Because
interesting.
she's fucking hilarious.
Oh, from Poker Face, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but I like her a
Poker
lot.
Face.
I gotta watch that. It's supposed to be...
Yeah, watch Russian Doll, and even season 2, because by the time season 1 ends and they've done the time loop thing, season 2 does a whole new thing, and it's very clever. It's just as clever.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think season 1 was better. Though.
I'm surprised Chris hasn't brought up Red Dwarf.
Oh, yeah!
Me too.
That's a good-ass show.
I've seen 2 episodes, and I found it middling.
I've seen a good amount. There's so much I have. It's so funny because it's almost like Curb Your Enthusiasm. Like, you think it's
Cringe
over,
humor?
then after a couple of years, like, we're doing another season! And you're like, what? Like, I think they did another season, like, within the last 5 years. The show started in, like, 90, I want to
Is
say.
it the same actors?
Oh, yeah.
That's insane.
Yep.
Wow.
They've got, like, all the core people are still around, and I think they added new characters, even.
Oh. What about Lex?
Oh, that's not
What
funny.
is that?
That's not intentionally funny.
It's not intentionally? I thought
What
it
is
was.
that? What's Lex?
It's this terrible, I want to say HBO
Oh, I don't remember.
I think it was-
sci-fi
I think I
show.
found it on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, I think it was on Sci-Fi,
It-
but I
it
think
was
it
definitely-
started somewhere else.
It was definitely awkward because, like, we're like, oh, it's this new sci-fi show. So we sat down as a family to watch
Oh
it.
no,
and
it's the horniest
it's
show.
very-
it's so horny. And it got away. It's like, again, it was definitely on cable, so there were tits. Like, they didn't go full frontal, but there were tits. There's like, oh, this is happening. I'm going to go.
We haven't talked about yet, and I think we should cover this one on a 10 forward at some point. Airplane 2.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically
That is- yeah.
2.
It does have Shatner.
Because it's just Airplane 1, but in a space shuttle.
But in space.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's
great.
it's also very funny.
It has Shatner. He's doing Shatnery stuff.
Yeah, we should
He
cover
is.
Airplane 2 one of these days.
It's got the fucking red laser tubes that
It does.
is in
right.
1,000 Star Treks and 1,000 science fiction things.
All right, but is Johnny in it?
Yes. Not as much as the first one, but he is in it.
Johnny is like the best. Johnny, how about some coffee? No thanks. I just love Johnny. It looks like a big Tylenol. I love Johnny. Oh my god.
A couple more. I know we've talked about these 2 in particular for previous activities, but I want to bring back up some Edgar Wright's Shaun of the Dead and The World's End, because they're also very funny and clever, and I like bringing them up. Definitely check those out. And the shows I wanted to bring up was Doom Patrol.
Oh, Doom Patrol.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
a comedy?
Yeah.
It's very
Oh, yeah.
clever. Like, yeah, I find it hits all the comic beats, but then also hits other beats in the same way that a lot of shows that can do both.
Well,
do.
if we're bringing in, I thought we were excluding superhero shows. So
Well, not necessarily excluding, but it's just...
But it's a sci-fi
I will
comedy.
bring up The Boys.
Oh, that's a dark fucking comedy.
Is that the one with the octopus
But it-
fucker in it?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, but that's not like a dark comedy in the same way that I would say.
No,
that...
it's an octopus.
No, it's a guy.
What?
The octopus fucker.
Yes, it is a man who fucks an octopus.
But the octopus consents.
Consensually. Yeah,
it's
I
a
was gonna
consensual.
say
Fair
he can,
enough.
he can speak to sea creatures.
Okay, so Aquaman fucks an
yeah.
octopus.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, they're basically all just parodies.
Yeah.
of-
Yeah.
of-
It's a fart. It's a satire.
Yeah, but it's very funny. It's very gross.
It's
gross out.
so gross.
I've
It
seen
gets
I've seen that
grosser and
episode
grosser.
with the sneeze.
Yeah,
That scene, and I was
Yeah.
just like
yeah, it's gnarly,
deeply upset.
but it is very funny. And by extension, I think the spin-off Gen V is also pretty.
I've
Good.
heard.
There's a spin-off?
Yeah,
The spin-off
no
actually
shit.
might be. I don't know. I feel like the main boys show is kind of feels like it's doing the same thing every
Well, it's
season.
because it's based on the comic book. I feel like Gen V is a little
Kind of
more.
its own thing.
Yeah, it kind of like took the idea and said, okay, well, we're
Yeah.
gonna take the
It's a
general
little more of
idea.
it's a little
and
more
do some
original.
backstory.
It's kind of like Gen V is like it's like a teen type drama set in the world of the boys. It's also quite good.
Yeah, but the original Boys has Boimler, and he's very funny in it.
That's true. Yes,
Jack Quaid.
Jack Wade is in there.
It's funny because he's actually the voice of Superman in the cartoon
Yeah,
version. So
yeah, I like Jack Quaid.
Oh, and Bones. Bones is in it too.
Oh yeah, Carl Urban.
yeah, I know he's in the show.
I'm gonna round this out because I have the last 2 things I want to bring up are books. The first one won't be surprising because
Oh, yeah.
it's Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Hitchhiker's,
Galaxy.
obviously.
I was thinking of that also, yeah.
Because I love that whole series. It's so fucking hilarious. Like, I literally remember just reading it in, like, 8th grade and, like, reading a whole passage over and over again, which was the number of things the ship turned into, which was fucking great. And the other book I want to plug, because it's also very, very good, and that's John Scalzi's Red Shirts.
Oh, yeah.
It is very clever. It's specifically not Star Trek. It's kind of adjacent to Star Trek, but it's definitely just referencing Star Trek in that a bunch of effectively red shirts from what would effectively be the Enterprise crew if it weren't, technically an original thing.
Yeah.
Realizing that whenever they go on away missions, they're the ones that it is very, very tipped in their favor of getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
So not in their favor.
Tipped out of their favor in terms of surviving.
They're gonna die. They're Ensign Ricky.
Ensign Ricky.
And then it gets more and more bizarre past that. Definitely check it out. It's very good. And all the epilogue scenes are also excellent.
Switching mediums again, I want to shout out a couple of video games.
Oh, comedy video games.
Oh, shit.
The Portal series.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Both Portal
Both
2
great.
is both great. Portal 2 is funnier, I think, but
definitely.
Stephen Merchant is
Like I think they had
and J.K. Simmons too.
Yeah.
Cave Johnson, fucking hysterical. Wheatley. No, we were just talking about this the other day where they tried to break him with this statement is false. Oh, great. He's too stupid.
logical fallacy didn't work on him.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think that was because I think the first one was kind of like this weird little side project. Then for the second one, they got to actually sit down and really put it together.
Had a budget. But yeah, both games are great. I also want to say the Borderlands series, but probably start the comedy. They're all comedies, but the real 2 is the one that I think is
really leans into it.
Really leans into the comedy side of it.
I do love Claptrap. He's very funny.
Claptrap is funny.
Yeah, he's delightful. I don't get why people give him shit.
Why would anyone give Claptrap shit?
I mean, maybe the movie version, but it sounds like the movie's fucking abysmal completely, so.
That's too bad.
Are we ready to talk about our faves from
so many.
this very long and very hilarious list?
I mean, I have to say Futurama.
Oh, yeah.
Because, we bring it up literally every week. I've got to say Back to the Future because it's still one of my all-time favorite film trilogies. What gets my... Because there's just so many great options. Fuck it, I'll say Men in Black.
Oh, wow, Men in Black, making the list.
I'm going to go with, let's see, so to give some variety here, I am going to throw on Idiocracy, because I think that's
a good one.
We should really watch that. I really would like to see it.
I'd love to have an excuse to make you guys watch it.
We'll say Galaxy Quest. I'll say The Orville.
Oh, nice.
Put that on there.
Yeah, there have been rumors about a next season for years now, which is why we haven't covered it for the show yet, but I want to at some point. But I also want there to be another season because it is some good stuff, and I like
they had a huge break between seasons 2 and 3.
Well, they'll have another huge break if they do another episode.
I know. Well, that's the thing. That's why I don't know that they will.
I also have a list. It has some overlap because some of these things are just too good not to mention again. So I'm not going to pick new ones. I am going to say Futurama because I fucking love that show.
Great show.
Mm-hmm. It does such a good job at making specifically science fiction jokes and not just jokes that that happen to be in the future.
Yeah.
So it does a great job with that. Galaxy Quest might be one of the most perfect movies that exists.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. And because I usually end up picking a book for my third, I'm picking Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. How can I not?
How can you not?
How about Caitlin?
Let's see. I would say Resident Alien is up
Yay!
there. I really like that. WALL-E for sure, because that's I just love that movie. And I guess... I mean, I could lie and say Earth Girls Are Easy, but we know that's not right. Though it is phenomenal. I guess I'll say... I'm going to say Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
It's a cop-out, but it's the best.
It is, yeah. It's hard not to say Galaxy Quest. Unless you're Chris, evidently.
Yeah, I knew it would make the list.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, no.
I wanted to give a little up to Men in Black.
It's a good movie.
It is.
It's very
funny.
funny.
Way too long since I saw it.
Yeah, I think that's another one we should cover on the
show. Oh my god,
point.
yes, please.
And honestly,
I would love to.
The cartoon was really good, too.
Was it? I never saw it.
It did some really fun shit from what I recall. You know, it just basically worked with the premise of it's just... Imagine the movie didn't end with him normalizing Kay, and they're still just palling around together as space cops.
What are you talking about?
The Men in Black cartoon.
Oh, I never saw that.
Yeah, it had a really fun, especially for 90s Saturday morning, a fairly unique art style, which was cool, too.
So So I don't have a card for Jake because next week is our special week.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you for listening again. We're going to be talking next week. Oh, next week is very exciting because we will be talking not about Star Trek The Next Generation, but we will be talking about
that's true.
the next generation of our fan fiction.
Whoa.
That was cool, whatever I just said.
Yeah.
That sure happened.
It's the next Federation.
So yeah, you've been waiting for months after hearing us draw our names.
Can we write better Discovery than the Discovery writers?
Well, we'll see.
Well, we can't well, no, that's not true. I was going to say we couldn't do worse, but we probably could.
Ames and I are going head to head.
Yeah, and Jake also has a mud.
That's
There's
right.
going to be 3 muds on this table.
Oh, and...
Kinky.
Well, you can discover what we do with that next week.
Woo!
Until then, find our blog on Tumblr, SSHB Podcast, also sshbpodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Blue Sky, SSHB Podcast. You can use the search feature in your browser, web browser, DuckDuckGo, Google, Bing, Yelp.
DuckDuckGo?
Yelp? No, Yelp isn't a search engine. Yahoo!
Yahoo Search?
Yahoo Search.
I don't know. Is it as Yahoo Answers? I don't know.
Yahoo Games.
Yahoo Answers is
Ask
gone.
Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves. What was that other one with the dog?
Oh,
Alta Vista.
Lycos.
Oh, Lycos, yes.
Lycos was a good one in Alta Vista. So use whatever search engine you like. Search Star to Steer Her by SHB Podcast. You will surely find us. You can also find us on your favorite podcasting apps. So Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and others. My name has been Jake.
This has been Chris.
This has been Ames.
This is always Caitlin.
Did you plug the Tumblr? Plug the Tumblr.
I did plug the Tumblr.
Plug the plug.
I did.
SSHBpodcast.com
/Tumblr.
I don't think that's...
I don't think that's
.net.
Cool.